It's your man DJ Caveman. We back again with another episode of DJ Caveman and IronMonkey talking that shit. Live right now on the Facebook, the YouTube, the Twitch. Check us on follow us on TikTok. Trying to get the followers up on TikTok. We were just talking about that. But as always, we got DJ IronMonkey in the building. And this week our special guest, longtime friend. We go way back to the City Year days, way back in the 90s when everything was better. Newly published author, writer of books, and what else is there to say? She's fantastic as a person.
All around dope person.
All around dope person. Welcome to the show, Elissa Butson, aka Ginger Funk. Follower on the TikTok. She got like 1 million followers already, but she said there's space for more. So keep following on the TikTok. Welcome to the show.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
We low key go back to the Black Rep days too.
Yes, I was thinking about that. Yep, the Black Rep. I missed that place. That was a good time.
Oh hell yeah!
Saturday nights at the Black Rep.
Like the old Black Rep or the Westminster Black Rep?
There were two. There was two Black Reps. There was one that was one across the street from Geller's on like the 4th floor. When I used to do the around midnight, I used to coordinate but I didn't host. But I used to coordinate an open mic for rappers, MCs, singers, poets. But then there's the other one that had sound session. That's the one that's like on Westminster, Matthewson.
Yeah, downtown.
That's where we knew the second generation.
Shout out to the Black Rep. Sold that bitch out one time.
Yeah. That was our event. Yep.
Yeah. But yo, man, how was your week?
Oh, my week was dope. Yo, matter of fact, see that you just brought that event up, low key. I actually still have that flyer.
Yo, that's crazy.
And it was available. You literally were like, oh, actually, here it is.
Yep, February 19th. Oh, there we go. I'm trying to look as I'm navigating the thing here by the camera, but yeah, low key. I keep forgetting to show you this. Yep, I keep forgetting to show you this at the Black Rep. No, let me see if I got it.
Was this a birthday event? Wait, was that both?
Yeah, that was we did the show. Shout out to John and Rob.
Yeah.
We did in Dorian. We performed with Trav was on that bill, and Ryan and Lingo was on that bill. And we shut that bitch down for a night. Damn, that was a dope show. I got the tape. I got the videotape somewhere. Yeah, that's a videotape. I need to get
Cave World Entertainment, Connected Entertainment, IronMonkey Music, and Quiet Nation presents.
Yeah.
The extravaganza.
Yeah, I'm gonna need I need
that. yeah, 2006. You see, like when we say like we go back.
Right, I'm gonna find the tape. I'm gonna get the tape digitally remastered.
20 years?
Yeah, I got the tape. So it's a Super 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tape. Wait a minute. Like a cassette tape?
No, like a video, like the Super 8 video tape.
Like
boy, shout out to Ryan.
Like VHS, but the little one?
Yeah, he flew down from
that you had to put in the adapter?
Yep, that one.
Yep.
That one. I got that shit somewhere. I got to find it. It's in a box. Shout out to Brian. He came down and filmed that shit. That was a crazy weekend too.
You know what? We'll talk more about that, like stuff like that later on, like with the Super 8 and all that. We'll talk about that kind of stuff later on. When we start talking about things done changed.
Yeah, shit is mad different now. But Elissa, for the folks who don't know, you give the world a bio background on who you are and then what you do.
Who am I? Well, now I feel like I can call myself an author. Before I used to be like, I'm a writer. I don't know why. I still like the word writer though. I don't know why. There's like a difference between author and writer, but
gives you more broad strokes, I guess. because you could write short stories, you could write movies, you could write poems.
I think writer is more like it's something in your soul than just an author. I don't know. That's
okay.
That's how I feel. But
I can see the logic. I can see the logic.
Yeah. But yeah, I've had a blog. It just hit almost 10 years. I started blogging and I have some of my writing I recorded on Spotify. Started doing YouTube. But really I love my TikTok. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah, off mic we was talking about TikTok.
So you're a writer. You have a book out, or you have a book coming out called "Writing My Way Through Grief."
Through Grief. Yep. This is the physical copy. This is still the sample, so it's got this big ugly thing on it, but that's okay. The rest of my actual copies are coming in. This was my proof, so.
Nice.
I also have 25 years in insurance, but we don't like to talk about that because it's Sunday. It's my day off.
Yeah.
What kind
of
my next book will be writing my way out of insurance.
Nice.
Yeah, make sure you got insurance with the authorship. That's your insurance.
Oh yeah, I know, right? This is my insurance. Yeah. So self-published author. And everybody's like, wow, you wrote a book. And I'm like, thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, but it was so much more than that because I've done so many things. Like with this one book, like it started as a blog series. Well, no, it started as me writing my way through grief, literally. Like it's letters that I wrote to my father when I missed him after he passed. And just all those memories that I think that a lot of people feel when someone first passes away, like, oh my gosh, I don't want to forget everything about this person, you know? So I had to write down every memory that came. So it's essays, it's letters. But then like a year later, I look back and was like, wow, I'm in such a different space than I was when I started this. And then I just felt like it needed to be shared, so I just kept writing it. And when I was too scared to write a book, I started my blog series, and then I started recording it on Spotify. And then I like playing around with all the different technical stuff, so I figured out ways to take my Spotify audio, download it, upload it to create like videos, ways that you can take writing, put it into like CapCut. I could just take like a piece of writing and now AI will create a whole video for you. Just copy paste.
Yep.
So it's like so many things that you can do. And I just I'll like spend a weekend home and get sucked in and be like, ooh, and I can do this and I can do this. So
the creative juices start to flow.
Yes, I have like, I got so many projects I want to do. I got a whole nother book that I haven't even started sharing as much about that stuff. So,
but sharing is caring. So sharing is caring, and you know when you're ready, when you're ready to share, you will, because with the book, you know, I know one thing about it that I read some of it and I left my notes at work. Another thing we'll talk about later on, but you know, with some of the things with the book itself, and I know Daryl is gonna probably want to intro it a little bit better than I do, but some of the things with the book, it was like, I like your process. I like the way that you go about telling some of your stories and laying out the landscape of some things. Like one of the chapters that, like when I was reviewing it earlier today, was the Oliver Watson home, and the way that you described it all. Like that kind of stuff was the kind of stuff that I was like, you know what? You know, I remember with my mother and her passing, the way that I kind of remember certain places and certain memories of things. So I like the fact that you did share, and like you said, it's not just about the masses. It's just reaching out to one person and touching one person and writing through your grief. I can see how it helped your process because everybody's process is different.
Yeah.
But
how do you think it helped you out, D? With you just recently lost your mom, so.
With me, my process was, well, she also talked about, things that actually prepared her for it. You know, one thing with my mother, she always had this weird phrase of always saying, yeah, well, when she especially be mad, mad at us, don't cry for me when I'm dead and gone. I'm like, man, shut up, man. It got to that kind of point, you know? So my process was is like I had to see what she was saying because you have to appreciate things in the moment. And then even though that moment is gone, it's how do you kind of be in that kind of space? Because with my grandmother, when she had passed, me connecting to her was me cooking and being in the kitchen. Even if it's washing dishes, going to the store, buying the groceries, it was me being in the moment. That was part of my process with my grandmother. With my mother, I'm finding a lot of dimes ever since she passed. And people say when you find dimes, and that's a chapter that I wanted to get over, actually ask you about because I didn't get to read it yet, was Signs and Other Bullshit. Because,
I like that.
like, yeah, because like me find like I all of a sudden I kept finding dimes and I had to look it up, and it says somebody on the other side is actually looking out for you and trying to send you a sign. It depends on like if it's heads or tails. Can mean different things. Me knowing like jokingly knowing my mother, I'm like, oh, at least she's not cheap and she adjusted for inflation rather than pennies from heaven. At least I got dimes. Like she's dropping dime.
I
Like
like that.
so that was part of my process, and that's what helped me out. And looking at what she was doing with the book and what she actually accomplished with the book was recognize what her process was sooner than later. Because some people's process is to drink through it, is to drug through it, is to like. Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
good to
saying there
cry.
wasn't some of that involved too.
Oh yeah,
All
oh yeah,
kinds of things.
but yeah, and it's a percentage, it's a slice of the pie. It's not the whole pie. It's pieces that add to the puzzle. But overall, is you identified a healthy outlet sooner than later. For me, I'm still kind of working through some of it, like doing the podcast. Because one thing with my mother, she never liked us. She never liked social media. Number one, right?
Oh.
Like her and my grandmother absolutely hate social media, right? She didn't like people like me commenting on certain things and making certain comments because she felt like people would see it and make assessments of it without knowing who you are. And now all of a sudden they know you from one incident. And that's where the podcast helps me add depth to things. But with my mother, it's like I comment more about the president. Especially she was like, this is the type of guy that would actually take down names and make a list of people and have somebody look out and then they would start to target you. My thing is like, yeah, I hear that, mom, but I can't be fearful. And I have to recognize the some of the anchors that she were laying in my life. Like one reason why I don't have a driver's license 3 times that I was supposed to go out for my driving test and everything. She kind of threw the kibosh in it all. So the Lord had, and I had to look at it as the Lord has a way of slowing us down and using people to be the vehicle of slowing us down. There's a reason why uh, she didn't believe I should have been driving at those times. You know,
I have a
but now that she's not here in my life, it's for me to be a cocoon and branch out, and spread my wings a bit. But
I have
I
a
now inherit
question.
some of her responsibilities, like taking care of my father who likes to talk extra loud on the phone. You might be able to hear him in the back talking. I don't know.
I have a question. Do you feel like since she's passed, all those lessons that she always repeatedly tried to instill in you feel like stronger now? Like, or more meaningful? Like, I don't know. For me, like I would think
Um,
about things that my dad said. I feel like
mm,
they hit they hit harder now.
exactly. They do hit harder now, because even with talking to my daughter the other day, she was telling me about how one of her friends that is in college is going through it. And she was like, and I'm talking to my friend, I was like, oh man, I sound like my dad. And I'm like, exactly. And the friend is like, her friend was like, yeah, man, you're giving me good advice. And she was like, yeah, I sound like my dad right about now. And the thing is some of the things that my mother and my father said to me, yeah, now it echoes. It's throwing a pebble into the pond. And now these are the ripple effects of it all. With your father, though, one thing that I took away from it was um, his love of horses. Daryl kind of knows that that's one of the low key things that I've always kind of fantasized about is riding a horse and actually learning to fire a rifle off a horse. Like real frontier style.
You're preparing for the Revolutionary War, sir. Horse riding
Yeah,
is
without.
horse riding is super fun, by the way. You should do that as soon as you get an opportunity.
Yeah, I've never done
What?
that either.
Really? You're
No,
not the only one on the panel who can ride a horse? That's weird.
and that's what I was gonna ask is like some of your father's like loves and passions, and have those manifested in your life, or like is which one do you think that
I
you took
think
away the
it's
most from him?
I think a lot of the things that he did, like now I see more ways that I was similar to him, like reading. Both my parents loved reading, but my dad, between reading and in the beginning of the book, there is a poem that he wrote.
Oh,
And not that he wrote all the time, but I found like just different notes and stuff, but he did write that one poem. That and cooking, like you said, in the kitchen, like, so I always think like Thanksgiving, that was our day that we would be in the kitchen and cooking together. And I wrote about that. But also like baking bread. That was his thing. My father made the best bread. And I would be like, oh, this is good. What is in this? And he'd be like, I don't know, some beer, some mayonnaise. And I'm like, no, never mind. Don't tell me.
yeah, forget how the sausage is made, forget how the bread is made.
Exactly. But I hated doing like I always like to cook, but I hated to do anything with dough because it would like rip and this and that. So before he passed away, probably like 10 years ago, I started like figuring out how to make dough because I get in I'm not paying that. I can make it. I'm going to figure out how to make it. It's cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that's like a thing that I love to do. And it just makes me feel closer to him. Like when I'm in the kitchen and I'm baking bread and his voice comes in clear and it's like, oh, or anything. Oh, a good cook never leaves the kitchen. And I'm like, I know. Every time like I leave and something starts burning, I'm like, I know, Dad.
Let me ask this though. Is there one thing that was super annoying that he used to do that you kind of low key miss? Like for me, my
Um,
mother, she was infamous for always volunteering me for things that she never talked to me about. She was like, "All right, I told you, I told your aunt that you're gonna be helping her with something later on today." I was like, "I got something else to do. Every time I ask you to do something, you always got something to do. How come you don't have time to help family?" I was like, yo, why didn't you talk to me? Why do I got to talk to you? I'm talking to you now, aren't I? I'm like, come on, man. Volunteering me to do shit that I'm like, come on, man. I got shit to do. Every time I ask you to do something, you always got something to do. Is there
I
something that was
don't
super
know.
annoying
I
or
don't know.
saying?
Actually, you know what? Honestly, I think one of the things would be his anxiety and the way that he worried about everything. So there was a point when, and I did write a little bit at the end about this, but when I went and lived in the Dominican Republic for a while, and one of my friends was like, "Your dad would be so proud," and I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, "I wouldn't be here if my father was alive." Like he would have been. He used to tell me I couldn't drive to Boston. Pawtucket, when I was in high school, you can't go there, you'll get shot. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I
You
was
see?
scared to do all these things.
And you see, that's what I was talking about with my mother, those anchors. You see, now that those
Mm-hmm.
anchors are gone from your life, you feel free to do certain things. You see, like your father having like trepidation of you going to Boston or like
Yeah,
flying to, or even living in another country.
right.
Now that those anchors are gone, you see, that's what I was talking about earlier. Like now I
Yeah.
feel a little bit freer to do, like, it's still relatively young with my mother, and I'm starting to feel more comfortable getting out of the box. That's what I was
Mm-hmm.
saying earlier with you and traveling as well, you know. So
And
I
that
kind of
and that was
recognize those
another
things.
thing. Like in seeing, like since he's passed, it was also I feel like grief and death are huge reminders that we have to live because we only get one life. And those
Mm.
things, like, those are some of the positives you have to take and be like, stop waiting. Like, did things work out the way I wanted them to when I lived over there? And I had a whole plan in my head. It's going to go this way, and nothing happened the way I wanted it to, or I thought I did.
Mm.
And,
Yeah.
but, and all these people are like, oh, you're brave. I'm like, brave or crazy? I don't know. But like, either way, it was an amazing experience. And that's going to be my next book. Or two. I don't know. I got a lot. I got a lot for that.
Life in the
Yeah.
Dominican Republic.
Huh?
Your life in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah. Sí,
Well,
claro que sí.
that book could end up in many different ways. It could be like a Daniel Steele kind of novel.
It
Right?
could be. There might even have to be a fictional version.
Oh yes, yes.
Which,
Oh, a multiverse.
yeah.
Dabbling in the romance. The next books will be romance novels.
Oh yes.
Um,
Yeah,
So
that'd be a mean pivot.
the book comes out when?
it is actually, so people have pre-ordered, but it actually is available on Amazon right now. Or I do
Uh,
have author copies. I have a couple left. So
mm,
those come through me and I'm signing them only
mm.
because I'm like, and now I wasn't like, oh, who wants to get a signed copy? All these people are like, no, I want to buy it from you. I'll wait. I tried to give the book for free and people were like, nope, I want the physical copy and I want you to sign it. And I'm like,
Mhm.
okay. Like,
It's a collector's item.
Yeah,
It's a
it's just
right.
collector's item.
me. And they're like, nope, I want you to sign it. I'm like, okay.
Right. You could be a
So
New
I'm
you could be a
Uh,
New York Times bestseller. You never know.
and see, you know what it is? They understand the hustle. They cut out the middleman where the money goes directly into your pocket rather than, you know, the bookstore and distribution take their cut and then you get trickle down economics with
yeah.
it all. They give it directly to the consumer.
So it's on
That is
Amazon.
like they understand the hustle.
It's on Amazon,
But
but how can they buy it from you directly? Like if I wanted to
oh,
buy a physical copy.
I have on my website I got it posted between Facebook. It's all over. I'm all
All
over the place. But I do have like a static page, Ginger Funk Duh. GINGERFUNKED.
right.
With an N, people. With an
Get
N.
ginger funked. Get ginger funked. My friend
With
said,
an N.
know what's funny is that my a friend of mine one day, she's like, I used your name as a verb. And I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, I don't know. I was at the beach and we were talking about something. And I was like, you just got ginger funked. And I'm like, what does that even mean? And she's like, I don't know, but it worked. And I was like, I like that. I was like, I'm going to.
You know what, though? I was actually going to ask you earlier, like, now the author is you. But then there's another part of you, which is the ginger funk you. How would you describe the ginger funk you?
So
how is that different from the author?
That was my very first blog. I think there's less difference now. So when I came up with this whole ginger funk persona in the beginning, it was like my free self, like, oh, Elissa has to fit into this box. Elissa's a people pleaser. Everybody's watching, like, people from, I grew up in the church, and like I have to be this certain way. And ginger funk was like fun and like just my free side. I had actually made up the name so that when I went out, I'm not a good liar, so I could like lie to people that were trying to hit on me and be like,
they had the black rep, the black rep.
I'm like, I got like 5 kids at home, you know, little Jenny's got to get to practice in the morning, dance. And they'd be like, oh, I don't know. It worked. It worked sometimes, but.
Nah, be at the black rep, people try to holler, be like, what's your name? Be like, Ginger Funk.
And then it just kept going. It was like, I don't know. But now I feel like I've become Ginger. And it's funny because my blog was originally embracing my inner Ginger. It was like all the parts of me that I was too scared to be. And I think I've grown into Ginger now.
Is it a first and a last name, or is it just a first name?
Oh, is it just one name?
Originally, it was like MySpace days. It was supposed to be Ginger Funkenstein. That was like, you know, those name creators.
Man.
But I had to just like shorten it.
Ew, low key, that's actually pretty damn funny.
That's hilarious.
I like had people vote like what name they liked because it gave me a couple different names.
Shout out to MySpace for giving people like the illest names.
Shout out to her for shouting out Bootsy Collins to them.
Right?
Right.
So the book is out. They can get it from you.
Book is out. Yes.
Will there be an audio version of the book as we roll into our next topic about things that have changed?
There will be.
You know,
and if you order it from me, you get stickers. I'm very excited. I made Ginger Funk stickers.
Oh shit!
Who doesn't love stickers?
You know what though?
And bookmarks?
I need to order one because I got a Sharpie and I'm gonna put Stein in the margins. Fucking Stein.
So I'm definitely hold on, one of those hard copies. I need
yes.
I need an autograph.
Okay.
Copy.
I might have to order some more author copies.
That's fine.
Listen, I need my autograph by Funkenstein. Ginger Funkenstein, no lie.
You want Funkenstein. All right.
No lie.
But as we shift gears a little bit, there's a lot of things that have changed. And this week we're talking about in our segment, we have a segment called Things Done Changed. So this is where we talk about the shit that used to be and how it is now.
I don't know why I'm crip walking.
I don't know what's happening.
Things done changed.
Now we got to dance for everything. Shout out to Arthur in the chat. Chat. What up, Art?
Yeah. Things done changed for us gangsters.
So this week we're talking about digital versus analog media, right? So you released a book, like an actual book.
Yes.
I currently consume a majority of my reading on Audible, and
same.
You know.
Yeah. Those are hard quotes. How are you reading with Audible? But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you're consuming books, bro. And you know, I'm on like I'm having a slow year. I think I'm only on like book like 20, 25 maybe. But I got like 4 in the queue that I gotta blast through. But it's easy for me to do it because I'm at work. If I'm at home, I gotta sit still. I gotta read.
Yes.
My brain is like everywhere when I'm at home. You know what I mean? Like the game is on. I'm working on podcast shit. I'm gambling. I'm in Michigan, so I can gamble live. I can live bet. You know, I'm getting music for whatever. I got a wedding coming up. I'm getting music. Like sometimes to take that hour, which I know is like important for life in general, but like sometimes it's hard to find a good. Then you get sucked into the book, and before you know it, you done lost a whole day where you wanted to be productive, even though you were reading, which is productive. But like now the laundry's not done, or you didn't eat all day, or something like that. So when I'm at work, I can bang down a 6-hour book or an 8-hour book because I'm just working. I don't have to stop doing what I'm doing. So it kind of helps folks like me with a touch of ADHD. But like,
same.
As someone who does a lot of audiobooks yourself, Elissa, like, how soon before we can get the Audible version?
I am going to work on recording that. I haven't done the setup. I've been doing so many things that I'm just like, okay, take a break so you don't burn out, because I might have had a little burnout. I'm good at that. I get so hyper focused, but I guess because right now I'm like, there is a lot of, not the whole book on Spotify, but on my Spotify, there's different parts of the book. So I'm like, okay, that's good for now. I'll send people to listen to some of it for now until I create the audio.
And you're doing your own readings as well, correct?
I'm definitely gonna do that.
Meaning like you're voicing over your own material.
Yes, definitely. Because everybody wants to hear it in my voice. I prefer audiobooks read by the author.
Yeah.
Because it just hits different. Like
because it's your words and you want it to be your voice being heard through the pages. I totally get it. Plus you have a nice speaking voice. I'm not that confident with my speaking voice, even though I do rub my mouth here a bit. But
everybody used to say that, like 800. What was it back in the day when they had those 1-900 numbers? They're like, you could be living lovely if you just got one of those.
976. Yes, 976.
Like, I don't know.
Call me now.
I think I would. I don't know what the new version of that is. Are those still out there? Speaking of technology, how did we upgrade those?
No, I think
it's just Pornhub now.
No, they just got rid of AOL and dial-up, so I think rotary. But there's probably still old school creeps still crawling up.
Chat lines, come on, man.
Now they got the ASMR.
Oh, well, that's different.
I mean, that's old, family.
Like it's been around forever. Like,
oh yeah, but see, this is the thing though. What do you prefer? Huh?
What's the new chat room these days?
Cam girls? I don't know.
OnlyFans? Is that the new chat room?
OnlyFans? No, but OnlyFans, you gotta pay. You gotta get through the paywall.
Right?
Yeah, I think
like people see, this is the thing. Now this is like the segment of things done changed where it's physical media versus digital. You see how we're discussing like how people are trying to interact online. It's like nobody's really hollering at chicks in the physical world or have physical books. Like I prefer physical books where I could take notes as I'm reading and I could flag pages and I could like color code things. So when I'm going through it, I can easily reference things. Digitally, if I'm reading a book, all of a sudden I'm getting a text from somebody. It could be my daughter. Now I got to see what's going on there. It cool. Be from Daryl. All right, cool. I got to see what the show's about. Then it could be sports. Then I get notifications with games. it's so many different distractions. That's why physical media is so, like, we're so caught up in this digital age where it's swung, where everybody's caught up in the matrix. It's weird sometimes, you know.
That's why I was surprised, because I tried to give the PDF version for free, and everybody was like, nope, I'm waiting for the physical book. I want it, and I want you to sign it.
It's got to look good in the library. I mean, I'm trying to build my library
Oh,
back up.
coffee book material. Coffee table material.
But I'm the same way. I try to limit how many books I buy. I love audiobooks because I can be cleaning, I can be cooking, I can be doing all these things. And sometimes I just lay in bed. The other night I needed to relax. I just laid in bed and listened to the same book that I've listened to like 5 times, but I love Elizabeth Acevedo is one of my favorites. And I just laid in bed listening to her voice and her story. She's just
you know what though? What I've realized, why I had a hard time reading when I was younger. One thing that my mother, like, she never wanted to recognize that I had like a disability. Like, I clearly had ADHD. Like, I recognized that, like, and OCD about some things. Some people might call me an ODB, but that's a whole nother story. But um, no, but like, one of the things that I realized is that when I go to do things, I lose my train of thought a lot. So I try to like work through it. It's just tough sometimes. I kind of lost my point.
Life as a squirrel is hard, dog.
Wait,
yeah. Okay. Especially in your 40s. That squirrel gets much quicker.
Back in the day, did any of you have like the book and the tape, so you could listen on tape and read along?
Yes. Oh, well, see, this is what the point I was going to make. What I realized with my mother is she never wanted to recognize that I had dyslexia, the type where it was the words and the letters would move. And I'm reading, and like the words and the letters would move. And when I was trying to explain to my mother, she was like, because you just need to focus more. You watch too much cartoons. That's the problem. You play too much video games. You know what? I'm going to take away the video games and you sit down and read. And I'm trying, and it was hard. But now that I'm of the age where now that I recognize it, I can actually confront it and work on it. And I know exactly what I'm confronting. So now, like, for me, reading takes on a whole new joy for me, because now I'm confronting something, like, even if it's simple as comic books, with the pictures and the action. And, people think that, comic books is just stupidness, but for people, especially children, people of any age, because comic books are very mature material reading, depending on what you get. Everything's not Archie no more.
But now they have graphic novels.
Graphic novels, like those kind of things, help people, and just to enjoy the love of reading. Just the simple fact that you take a second of your life and you just go, I'm taking a time out. I'm not doing nothing but this. And that's what I love with physical media. Like with Daryl having the old eight, what was it, the Super 8 tape?
Super 8 tapes, yeah.
Yeah. Like that kind of shit, like with me and my Transformer, I rather the physical toy than the actual, like, watching it transform online. Like, oh, watch this meme do it. Like, nah, I can actually do it where I got to be careful before I break the shit. Like, like, all right. Granted, I might not have the.
Wait, what is it's a Transformer?
Yeah.
Oh shit! You got a fucking sound wave, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So the thing is
that's
yeah,
amazing.
I can have the digital,
I want one
like,
now.
image. Like, I can have the digital thing, but I got to be careful because I don't want to break my shit. I got to take care of it. Like, having physical media is just so much doper, especially when you want to untouch from the matrix.
Yes.
No, absolutely.
But
But so the interesting question that I think about all the time though is that there's a lot of digital stuff now that's like it's very helpful. So for me, like my favorite advancement in technology is, I mean, aside from the cell phone, is the fact that like I don't have to carry records anymore. Like the MP3 saved back and elongated like DJ careers, because now you could DJ until you're 60, 70. You know what I mean? You could be doing the fucking old folks' homes if you want to.
But now you
don't have to carry
remember but the apps and the passwords, okay. That gets to be a lot.
And what if there's a storm and all of a sudden you lose Wi-Fi and your internet connection? See, now this is the thing that I like.
I don't need an internet connection to DJ.
But this is it for me though. Like I'm paying a little bit extra money to have a third bedroom inside this apartment, and my father's supposed to be, taking that room when he's here in the States. When he's away, what that room is meant to be for me is my study, where I have my comic books, I have my posters, I have my music set up, but I have my records and I have a place to sit and read, where I could put a record on, go sit down, and actually unwind. That's what that third room is really, really meant to be. I'm still in my infancy with this apartment here, but that's the thing I love about physical media, is where I don't have to worry about commercials or making sure that I pay to get access to this app. No. And then I'm getting notification bells. No. I just have to pay my electricity bill and then press play.
Oh, for sure. I mean, there's no replacement for that. However, when I don't have
scratches,
when I can bring all 60,000 songs with me in my pocket.
Yeah, when you're mobile, yeah.
I don't have to call 12 dudes to help me carry my records in, so it don't take me fucking.
And the speakers.
And the speakers and the amps and shit, like like the
turntables. Them turntables was heavy as fuck too.
But
people.
So I raised that to ask you guys, like, what's your favorite advancement technology wise? Something that you loved analog, but now that it's digital, it kind of makes your life easier.
Yeah, I would say
you could go first.
I like that. With my writing, I mean, I am the type to like physically write it out, but then I love that I can like speak it into my phone and it will type it out, and maybe I'll have to make a couple corrections. Like I can still have it on my phone, so I can be like, oh, remember that poem I wrote last week? Let me pull that up, and I can store it all like in my Google Docs or whatever. But I still love my physical written copies, and I still, because when you write, it physically gets it out of your body and helps you process those things.
Yeah.
So I'm still gonna put my pen and paper.
You know how many?
I still put pen and paper too. Absolutely. But
oh my god, moving! I realize how many fucking notebooks I have. Oh my god, I have obnoxious amount of notebooks, just random notebooks.
And I have them everywhere. And all of them are half full.
Yeah, for real.
Oh man, yeah. Right. That's like you find a notebook, it's only got like 7 pages written in it, and then the rest is just empty. And you're like, but you kept it for a purpose, because you were supposed to have a purpose in it.
I have a habit where I would use and I would see I would have 4 or 5 pages, and then I want to start taking notes on something else, and then I'll just use the back of the book, and I'll take notes on the back of the book upside down. So when you look at some of my notebooks are weird, because the notes will be right side this way, and then when you flip to the back of the book, it'll be upside down. You have to flip the book. So it's like a flip book. But like advancement wise,
yeah. What's it for you, analog man?
Nah, because TV has always been somewhat digital in a sense. Because damn it. Oof. I would say just phone calls. Because regular phone calls, yeah, Daryl misses the time when you used to hang up on somebody and you're like, fuck you.
I also I missed the time where you're like, yo, if I'm not home, you don't get to talk to me.
Yeah.
You gotta wait till I'm home. And if I don't get home early enough to call some people, you might not hear from me for a couple days.
My goodness.
You have to expand your boundaries, like, because those physical boundaries aren't there now.
Well, they
people
are.
Expect it.
You have to add that part. So I mean, my phone goes on do not disturb every day at 8:00.
I keep mine on silent.
Well, but I mean, like nobody can even like my phone doesn't even ring, vibrate, nothing from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m.
Oh my goodness! You know how many times I got cussed out for not answering a phone call and answering a text when I'm like, Daryl knows I like to do spa time, and like even if I'm not in the spa, like I just have time where I just like zen out, and I have like zen moments in my days where I don't really do anything but what I want to do, and I just keep it very simple, offline.
I think we call that self-care.
Yeah. But you know how many times I got cussed out?
Everybody needs it. Oh.
You know how many times I got cussed out because they might see me active online and how come you're active online and you're not answering the call? But I just appreciate the fact that we can have video calls. That's the one main thing that I really truly appreciate that. And I want to say grocery shopping. where I could do it's the car like
oh man.
But you see, it depends on what I'm getting because sometimes I don't want to trust them to get my fruit and vegetables.
I was about to ask you, let somebody else choose.
I get a lot of canned shit. I get a lot of store shit, like the canned shit, the heavy shit that I don't want to carry on the bus. You know, like
exactly. But
I have them deliver that shit.
I usually do like a grocery pickup because sometimes it helps because I can be like, okay, healthy Elissa is shopping right now. Like, then I'm pissed because I'm like, damn, I ain't got nothing good.
No, but I got to take the bus, and so my thing is like, you see that bag of potatoes, you see the two milks, the 2 orange juices. I'm not carrying like all of that in my backpack and carrying the bag.
I gotta go up a couple flights of stairs, so I'm like, oh. I don't know. My delivery got messed up though the other day, and then I ended up having to pick up the other half. So I don't know if I'm trusting delivery anymore.
Nah, if anything, like what I've recognized, and I'm not gonna say the place I get it from, but low key, what they like to do is they'll cancel or say something's out of stock. I'm like, oh man, fuck, they won't substitute it. But then when I get my delivery, I end up getting the product. I was like, oh shit, they didn't charge me for this shit. Oh, easy. Easy. Like the past couple of times, I've got at least like 5 products that's happened to. I'm not gonna say no more than that.
He's like, I'm not saying the store.
You got a tip? Are you leaving a good tip?
I got a secret lover.
Make sure you leave a good tip for them.
I got a secret lover. I don't know who it is. They're like, ooh, it's him. Ooh, I like this dude. And they like they kicking in.
That's why I was really mad. Because I did leave a good tip, and then I only got half my groceries and had to go do pickup for the other half because I was like,
"Oh, you can't just change your tip to cash tip. That way they got to knock on your door and shit. And you can be like, man, you don't even get all my shit."
Who has cash? Let's talk about that.
I love cash.
Yeah, talk about you know what though? That's the other thing too. Physical money versus digital money. I'm like, yo, this crypto shit is video game money, man. Like,
I gotta keep real tangible dollars on me at all times, man. Like I went through
physical money
where I didn't have like any cash on me hardly, and I feel like I spend my money faster.
Yeah.
When I don't have cash, like I'm spending.
They're like, do you want a receipt? No, I don't know want to know what I spent.
And now
you can see what you got. You're like,
yeah. Now you can take your phone and just tap you don't even gotta look at you don't gotta pull your card out no more. You just tap your phone, bam. And that shit is out of
I'm not there yet. I'm not there. But it does come in handy with like if I'm like, oh, you got Cash App, you got Venmo. It is more convenient.
Go to the bank and give me my dollars, man. I like having
low key. It's kind of tough where it's like you're getting hacked online and people are digitally stealing your money. I'm like, yo, I kind of miss the days where it's like, yo, it's a fair one. Like you pull up on me, I have a chance to kind of like snuff you, even though I don't advise people to do it. Even though they probably watch that video with the cop and he just trying to tell you to move and flinch, and then you up in heaven somewhere. And, rest in peace, my dog. Nah, my thing is, I kind of missed the fair one. Like, you just try to straight on me, like, yo, run that chain, B. Like, nah, motherfucker. Kind of missed that shit. This dude is really right underneath my window here.
Actually, I will say, so I have Cash App, but I don't have it hooked up to a bank account. So I have a couple of people, like, I don't know, I have certain people that pay me, like my mom gives me money towards the phone. So I just keep that like an allowance. So last week I was at PVD Fest and I was like, oh, you know what? We got a shout out. I had to get one of the t-shirts, you know, just in case, and Lauren.
Yeah, PVD.
Put a plug in for them. I had to get this. And I was like, oh, I got my allowance in my Cash App. This is how much I can spend.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
So
shout out to Justin and Lauren. They got their PVD situation.
Yeah, just in case.
I love this though. I've been showing everybody on TikTok. I'm like, I needed an affiliate link. So Justin, Lauren.
Hey, artwork is the case that they gave them. You know what though? Low key, I'm a try to submit to them to say artwork is the case that they gave us. Low key, I'm a pitch that to them as something that they should, because collectively, like, because I see them at festivals. Like when my father had a festival recently at the Steel Yard, they was out there vending. So I want to recognize them as well. So shout out to Lauren and Justin.
I got these earrings.
Kobe Dennis was out there too. Oh yeah,
aren't those cute? That was actually.
I'm really leaning forward.
Somebody made them.
That's how you know. That's how you know we're of a certain age. We're of a certain age. We gotta lean.
All right, I'm gonna need my personal space. Can you back up a little there, DJ IronMonkey?
Yeah. Me doing this, trying to zoom in.
I got those at PVD Fest too. That was the cool thing. It was a lot of vendors. And I was like, I'm not going to spend money. I'm not a shopper. And I was like, I'll take one of those.
Man, listen, you know, you're of a certain age where in real life you're holding something up and you're trying to read it and then you're trying to zoom in. Like, oh shit, this is physical shit. The fuck? I can't zoom in. I've done that so many times. Yeah, I tried to zoom in on paper. I was reading a piece of paper and I tried to zoom in on a physical piece of paper.
Know what I did? So on TikTok, you have to like tap the screen when you're watching a live. It helps boost them. I'm sitting here on the phone, video chatting my friend, and I'm like, oh my God, I was really just tapping the screen. I was like, where am I? Or sometimes I'll be like censoring myself. I'm like, I'll say something. I'm like, oh wait, we're on the phone. I can say whatever I want.
You know what it was? It was yesterday. I was making pancakes for breakfast for my father, and I'm trying to read the instructions, and I'm like, the fuck, yo, I can't. And I'm really trying to zoom in on the box. I'm like, the fuck do I do? I'm like,
the remedy for that, sir, is glasses. Get you some progressive. Switch to those progressive lenses. Listen, I had to get progressive this year. And yeah, man, they changed your life, man. Go ahead and get you some glasses, dog. Don't fight.
I realized that because I was looking at the sign and I was like, the fuck, yo, I know I need glasses because the shit says or bagels. And for me, it looked like QR bagels. I was like, the fuck, I need glasses.
Yeah, man. You're of age now, man. We're of a certain age. We got to get glasses. I mean, I've been having glasses for a long time, but, you know.
Like, the fuck is QR bagels?
And don't skimp on the progressives, man. Make sure you get the progressives too.
See, I have Contacts for
the
distance.
plus 25s. Nah, CVS is right around the corner. I could get a plus 25s. I don't.
CVS is expensive though. Just go to Job Lot. Go to Job Lot.
Oh yeah, no, Job Lot is better. Hell yeah, because CVS is trying to charge you like $40, $50.
I miss Job Lot.
Because my father had to get some, and I think he needed like plus 75. 275 or some shit like that.
Sounds like 75. I've never even seen that.
Nah, it was like 275 or some shit like that. I remember I kept looking at the numbers and I was like, wait, hold on, how much is this? I was like, nah,
just go
this ain't the CVS.
Man. Get you some glasses. Get you some real glasses, bro. Like,
listen. I'm a slow walk into this. I'm not just gonna. I'm gonna get insoles before I get orthopedic shoes. Let's put it like that. You know, I'm a slow walk into this. All right.
You already can't see the pancake box, bro. Like you're already there.
No, because the print is small.
Yeah, so you need something so you can see the small print.
To be
the lighting
honest,
was bad because it was a red box with yellow lettering.
Don't try to give it excuses, man. It
was a red box with yellow lettering. It was hard.
To be honest, I have contacts, prescription contacts for distance, and then I do but that's because I've had those for years, and then I just put cheaters on, like the readers, because I only need them when I have my contacts in. Right now, I have nothing in my eyes, and I can see fine close. Like I walk around my apartment without my contacts, no glasses, no nothing.
So do blind cats.
Yeah, I don't see myself. I don't see myself putting anything in my eye. I'm not that.
No, I tried contacts. Contacts are. You got. Yeah, I can't touch.
It's not for me.
I guess I got over it.
Mm-hmm.
I got
over the glasses.
Because the first time I did it, the first night I went home, I had my sister and my mom digging in my eye trying to get one of them out. And the next morning, I opened my makeup case and I'm like, oh my God, my contact wasn't even in my eye. I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm over that.
Yeah. Nope. I'd rather sit here and do this all day.
I put one
you know what?
I put one in backwards one time, and that was the end of contacts for me. Because when you put it in,
oh my God.
Man, that shit burns and you can't see.
Oh my God. Oh God. Just thinking about it.
My mom has to get. My mother gets shots in her eye. Can you imagine?
For what?
Because it will get like blurry. Yeah, she has to get them medically. I'm like, dear Lord, please do not let me get whatever that is.
I'm blind before I let you put anything in my eye.
I saw my mother.
Do they put it?
I remember my mother had contacts for a little bit, and I was like, nah, that's not for me. I'm good.
Oh, see, I'm used to contacts. I've had them now for like.
Nope.
I don't know.
I'd rather sit there and do this all day. You know, adjusting my shit.
Then your glasses fog up. There's like I don't like the peripheral vision thing. Like
nope, you gotta get the.
Well, yeah, with the little bar right here.
Nope.
Yeah, with the little bar right here.
Anti-fog. Mine don't fog up. They transition, so I don't have to get sunglasses.
See, now this is the thing, Daryl. Back in the day, right? The real quick story about my mother. I remember there was a time when I actually had glasses. And, you know, I went and to pick out my glasses, me and my style, the glasses that I picked out, number one, it had like a little D on the side, but it was like Auburn frames, but they were thick, right? It was like thick. It would take up like this part of my face. My mother was like, why did you get those? She was like, I was like, because these are the ones I want. She was like, only you. I was like, oh, you let me get these? I was like, nice. So I had them for a bit, and then I was supposed to go out for my driving test one time, my road test, and I couldn't find my information. My information was gone, and my glasses were gone. For 3 days, I didn't know where my shit was. And my mother was like, what happened with your driving test? I was like, I couldn't find my paperwork. She was like, oh, I just saw it hanging out on your desk. So I figured I'll hold on to it for you. I was like, yo, the whole time I was asking you, where's my paperwork? And you kept telling me I need to take better care of my stuff. I'm like, this is why I missed my driving test. She was like, oh, well, you need to take better care of your stuff. I was like, it was on my desk. And you took it and you heard me asking for it and you played like you didn't know shit and I needed to do better about my shit. I was like, what kind of bullshit is this? She's like, how can you cuss to your mother like that? I was like, yeah, quick story.
Hey, well,
wow. Can I share a quick story?
Yeah, Glass, you can share. Yeah, of course.
About Dawood's mother. Do you remember? Like, this is like one of those Rhode Island things, I think. But I was hanging out with, I don't even know how it happened, but I was hanging out with Christopher Johnson, and he's like, oh, let's go see my friends or whatever. And I'm like, all right. We showed up. I didn't even know I was at Dawood's house. I don't know where you weren't there that day. For some reason, you were out or something.
No. What happened was I remember this because, like, my mother and father like to entertain every now and then, right? So all of us, like, I'm in my room just relaxed. I'm like, yeah, I got work tomorrow. I'm just chilling, smoking. My father's like, yeah. And calling me to come to the living room. I pop out. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Hey, hi. And I was like, and then I just went right back into my room. I wasn't really social because I don't know. I wasn't on that time. I was relaxing.
But I didn't even know that I was like at your house. We're just like hanging out, and I'm like chatting with his parents, and his mom's like feeding us. I still remember that was the first time I had rice with plantains in it. It was so good. You know, when you just like something is good and you'll remember it. I'm like, I gotta make that. But did she use? I felt like she used sweet plantains, right?
Yep, and probably put ginger. Probably put ginger and carrots.
Probably.
See, and that's the weird thing.
Ginger in their life.
And that's the weird thing is that I attribute my grandmother as like my cooking memories and being the better cook. But my grandmother always was like, my mother is the better cook. I'm the better baker. My grandmother was actually the better baker. I thought my mother used to bake pretty good. So it was flipped. Like in reality, it's flipped. For me, I thought my grandmother was the better cook, but my grandmother thought my mother was the better cook. You see?
I don't know, man. Your mom's made the best lasagna in history.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I never had that.
Cook. My mother was a great cook. My mother was a great cook.
I remember meeting her, and I had no idea. I'm like, wait a minute. I know your son. It was just like a random Sunday afternoon. I don't even remember how we ended up there. I think I had. I don't know.
Some small town Rhode Island shit too.
Such a Rhode Island thing.
You know,
because Chris Johnson.
Me and Dawood were already friends in school, and we didn't even know our parents worked together.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's the ill thing.
Like they were
working together at Blue Cross.
They had like desks like next to each other.
Wait, your parents worked at Blue Cross too? One of my good friends, her parents worked there. They probably knew.
Well, it's Rhode Island. You can only work at like 5 places in Rhode Island. Everybody's worked at MetLife, Bank of America, Blue Cross,
CVS,
AAA, and CVS.
Yep.
Oh,
AAA.
I did. I just worked at AAA last year, actually.
See?
It's one of those jobs that you do see, like.
Wait.
So they sold
it. And low key, Hasbro. I've seen that. Hasbro's actually going to take their headquarters to Boston. They just reported it recently too. So they're going to take their headquarters from Pawtucket and Rhode Island here to, I guess, the South Coast or South Port of Boston. Or South Bay or some shit like that, in Boston. I don't know the area and the terminology, but low-key people used to work at Hasbro because when Christmas time used to come around, they used to take you to the little shop and get them gifts for like half price and a real discount. You know? I remember when my mother didn't want to buy me toys, but that's a whole nother thing.
Shout out to the jobs that everybody in Rhode Island had at some point in their life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we probably missed some like Star Market and Ames.
No, but I'm just saying, like when it comes to like everybody had like you ask around, like everybody either like worked at AAA or know somebody that worked at AAA.
A relative,
Blue Cross, staple,
staple,
lifespan, staple. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Like Bank of America.
What about Dunkin' Donuts or something?
Dunkin' Donuts. Oh yeah,
everybody worked at Dunkin'.
I worked at Best Eaton, actually.
That was one of the privileged ones. He worked at Newport Creamery.
Newport Creamery, baby.
Ooh.
I worked at the YMCA.
I worked at the Y too.
Yeah, I worked at the YMCA. That was my first official job. Was the YMCA.
Oh, now I want an awful. Come on. Why'd you say this word Creamery?
But you see, there's little low key jobs that we're actually missing because everybody worked at some level at CVS. If not in the corporate office, you worked at one of the branch, like on Hoop Street and Rochambeau and them.
Never worked at CVS, bro.
Huh?
I never worked at CVS.
No, I know somebody. I think Segu. I think Segu. Yep. I think Segu worked as a CVS.
You had the connections everywhere because everybody worked at the same spots and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it was top 5 time because we up against it. We gonna do. We had 2 top 5s. Which one should we do? Because we don't have time for both of them because we still got to do our NFL picks. Should we do fall trends like that we want to never see again since it's coming up on that time for pumpkin spice, or do we want to do
fucking Stein
or 5 movies that we think should be remade with today's technology?
Oh yeah.
I like the movie one because I actually watched the movie yesterday and I was like, yo, this movie's actually dope. And you'll be surprised by that movie, but I already got my number 1. But I'll let you go, Daryl.
I don't think I'm going to be surprised. I'm going to let Elissa go because she's our guest.
Wait, I have to come up with 5 movies?
Yep.
Yeah.
To be remade with today's technology.
All right, so I guess I'm going first because I got my unless you got your list ready.
No?
All right, so full disclosure, I was having this conversation this week, which is why I thought it would be a dope top 5. So my number 5 movie that I would want to see is going to be Flash Gordon. I think Flash Gordon.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Super dope with today's technology. They do have to upgrade the soundtrack though. The soundtrack is trash, but Flash Gordon for sure. Number 4 for me is going to be, even though I got some pushback on this one because it's still kind of going on, but the original Terminator would be so dope to remake with today's technology. But they're kind of doing it, so it's kind of like more like an honorable mention.
Okay.
Same with Jurassic Park. You know what I mean? Like you can see the technology, but like for me, like what was it? Flash Gordon. I'm trying to remember my list as I go. So feel free to jump in if you.
You don't have it written down?
I was writing it down, and then I looked at the clock, so I knew we had to. It was go time.
Oh, okay. I just need the number 4, if anything. I'm trying to think of a number 4. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. All right, easy. All right, I got my list. If anything, if you want to pause.
Yeah, rock with your list. I'm writing my list.
All right. So with today's technology, I actually rewatched the movie like a while ago, and I was like, this movie's actually pretty trash. But with this question, that's why I put Howard the Duck at number 5.
Oh right? Man, I'm waiting. Listen.
All right. I'm waiting for the new one. Right. But Howard the Duck is my number 5.
That's
my number 4 because my number.
Why do you say that?
All right. So number 4 for me. I was thinking about this question, and I didn't know where it was going to rank, but The Never Ending Story at number 4.
It's
right.
I heard it's in production.
I heard so too. Right. Number 3, which should actually be number 2. I'll do that right now in Lifetime. So I'll make my number 3, which was originally my number 2, Gremlins.
Yeah.
Gremlins was low-key a Christmas movie and a horror movie at the same time. All right? So either way, Gremlins at my number 3. My number 2, my number 2, which got elevated from number 3 just now, RoboCop. RoboCop is the movie that I would love to see redone with today's technology. They might do it a little bit weird. I think they did it with somebody else.
Early 2000s, they did one.
Early 2000s. Judge Dredd is an honorable mention because they already kind of did him. but I'm not really a Judge Dredd kind of guy. Another honorable mention before I get to my number one. I was never really a Spawn guy because it got kind of weird. But yeah, maybe Spawn. But my number one, because I watched the movie the other day, The Flash, the new Flash that they made. That movie was fucking dope. Which actually kind of touched base with Lost, because what he tried to, I don't want to spoil the movie for some people, but he was trying to correct some things that had happened in his life. But he was going back in time, and by going back in time, he was corrupting things and making worlds collide. You can't go back in time. You could only live going forward. That being said, Back to the Future is my number one.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
So I had to ripe it and build it up because that's a fucking dope movie to be redone, especially watching that Flash movie and how that was done. Oh my goodness. Oof. You know, that movie was good.
All right, that's
like,
a dope
low key, that Flash movie was dope.
That's a dope
but
list.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna finish my list because I remember I wrote it all down now. So Flash Gordon number 5, and then I was thinking like just like shitty movies too that were like, yo, this movie would be so much doper if the technology was better. So Beastmaster is number 4 for me. Beastmaster. Yo, low key, I love that movie. Like it's like
I know you do.
I love that movie.
No, you do.
Beastmaster, Hercules, the old school Hercules with Arnold Schwarzenegger with the Medusa.
Okay, all right. They kind of did it with The Rock though, but okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. The guy with the with the thing is gone.
And then
the lawnmower is gone.
Number 2 for me is the Dark Crystal.
Okay.
It would be super dope with today's technology. Similar kind of like on that Gremlins vein where they use those same type of like animatronic puppets and.
Yeah, I always thought that was kind of creepy. That and the Labyrinth.
Yeah, the Labyrinth.
Yeah. I never really watched those because I thought those puppets was kind of creepy.
Both super dope movies. Honorable mention to Planet of the Apes, but that's more like a movie that they've already remade. But the original Planet is trash. But you see how good it could be with
honorable mention for me.
And number 1 was your number 5 for me is Howard the Duck because we need to see the first original Marvel superhero, remade with today's technology and shit. Like so.
Okay.
That's my list. Elissa, did you got a list?
No. I'm like, what movies do I? No, but I'm with you on the never-ending story. I do like that idea. I'm also like torn because I'm like, I don't really like remakes of anything, but.
Well, see, Tron. They're already doing Tron because Tron is my movie. Because back in Holy Name, there used to be a couple of movies that they used to show us, like when we used to have movie time. It was the Never Ending Story and Tron. Like we used to and I used to be like, yeah, this is dope. Like,
how about Watcher in the Woods?
We didn't watch Watcher in the Woods. Nah, we didn't watch.
What is that? What school did you go to?
What? Watcher in the Woods? That sounds creepy to be watching in a Catholic school.
I feel like we watched it in elementary school, but maybe I'm confused.
Man, the only movie I ever watched in school was Amadeus. I felt like I saw that shit like every year, twice a year.
Oh, Nathan Bishop. Oh my God, they used to try to show. I used to fall asleep during that all the fucking time.
The only two I remember watching were Sybil, and that'd be interesting to remake. Sybil and what was the other movie we watched? Oh, what was that one? Tatanka. Dances with Wolves.
Dances with Wolves. You watched Dances with Wolves? I don't know.
That's all I remember watching in like high school. I was busy writing. While we were supposed to be watching this movie, I was over there writing.
Wait, hold on. Did you call it Tatanka after like the character and not the name of the actual movie? You know what, Daryl? You know what, Daryl? Low key, we have to have a top 5 shows that we just call by the characters and not the show name. Like, yo, you watch Urkel last night?
Yeah.
Not Family Matters. Did you watch Urkel last night? Did you watch the Talkin?
I was like, what is that movie? So I don't know.
That's hilarious.
It's kind of like you just have to say the name like 3 times.
All right, so real quick, we got to get into our picks. Last week's picks, I got 3, and Dawood, you got 2 of the games, so I'm winning. We still got to figure out what we betting. But real quick, we got Giants Cowboys. Who you take? Obviously, you're taking the Giants, right?
Oh yeah, I'm going Giants.
You going Giants? All right, so I'm gonna go Cowboys in this one, man.
So wait, hold on, Elissa. Your father, he never really watched football, or he didn't? You just was never really into it.
My sister remembers watching football with him, but for me, it was boxing, and that was like the one time we would have people over to watch boxing. Some of the big fights.
That's what I miss with boxing. That's what I love with boxing. Last night event was dope. No spoilers.
We gotta stay on our picks though. Let's stay on our picks.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. I'm taking the Cowboys. Alyssa, Giants or Cowboys? You just pick one.
Oh, Cowboys or Giants?
Yeah.
I would probably go Giants.
All right. Bears and Lions. We already know where I'm at with that.
Yes. Yeah. Lions.
Would you go
Lions? Yeah.
All right.
I'm going Lions.
Alyssa?
Ooh, I'll just go Lions. I should just. Yeah.
I like the way you think, Alyssa. I like the way
you think. I'm on your show. I'm going Lions.
I'm here too.
we get in the air games in a second. Patriots Dolphins.
Oh yeah, gross game. Yeah.
I'm going with the Patriots. They let me down last week, but I think they're gonna bounce back against the Dolphins because the Dolphins are trash. That's the local game for the local fans.
I have an open bet with my boy Grimace. Like, who's gonna have a better season, the Patriots or the Giants? So I gotta go Dolphins on this one.
All right, Alyssa?
I'm just gonna go with the Patriots. I've already had my season where I was down on them. I just watched all the games hoping they'd lose. And then that was the Super Bowl that they were like undefeated and lost or whatever. And then I felt bad.
Giants.
I was like, it was my
fault. To the Giants.
All right. Seahawks, Steelers. We already know where Dawood's going with this.
Steelers, baby.
Steelers.
Yeah.
We're all going Steelers on this one.
Yeah, because I got Metcalf getting big points on the revenge on my fantasy team.
We got the Vikings and the Falcons.
Ooh.
That's the Sunday night game.
Vikings, Falcons. I'll go Vikings.
You would.
I'll go Falcons.
I need the Vikings to be 1-1, so I'm gonna ride with the Falcons.
No, I see that part for you. Same reason why I went with the Dolphins.
The Vikings are good, but I need them to
be.
And then we got we got the Monday night doubleheader. 2 trash games. We got the Texans and the Buccaneers. I'm going with Tampa.
Yeah, I'm going Tampa.
Sure.
Wait, hold on.
I love it. And then Chargers Raiders. I'm riding with the Chargers on this one.
Damn. Yeah, I'm going Chargers.
All right. Alyssa, what did you say?
I said Raiders.
All right. And those are our picks, man. Alyssa, thanks for coming on the show with us today and rocking out, talking about your book.
Yes, indeed.
Let the folks know where they can find you, all the social media hits.
Oh, yeah. Well, GingerFunk78 on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. I have some of my writing. And then GingerFunk or GingerFunk's blog. All over.
Right?
Yes.
And the book is available on Amazon, but you don't want to buy it through Amazon. You want to buy it directly through Alyssa. So hit her up.
Unless you're on Kindle Unlimited. If you have Kindle Unlimited, you can get it for free on there. And if you read it, it's going to help me. Don't forget to leave a review.
If you got Kindle Unlimited, matter of fact, just buy the book. Buy the digital version, and then buy yourself a hard copy. She's autographing the hard copies, guys. So make sure you order the hard
Ginger
copy
Frankenstein,
so that you can get an autographed copy.
Just for DJ IronMonkey.
Follow us on all the social medias. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe on the YouTube channel, and we'll check you out next week.
Hey.